Oh.
But yeah, I didn't call and that was really, I did. So it's better to be early than late.
Always.
Yeah. Okay, so do you want me to start?
No.
Okay. So today we have our girls soccer and they're having their talk night tonight. And we're awesome. Girls soccer. Next game is a tournament and it's varsity against the South High School. And it's Friday and Saturday, the 9th and the 10th. And their next one is Tuesday, and it's like way against Bishop. And I believe it's only varsity. And then we're awesome, I guess. Boys soccer has a home game today against Eastside. It started at 3 for JV and 5 for varsity. The next game is Tuesday, January 13th, away against Bishop. And JV plays at 1 and varsity at 5. We won the Golden Bell. And then girls basketball has a home game today against Berkeley, and their next game is against Little Rock High School. It's away. JV plays at 4:30 and varsity at 6. Boys basketball has a game today with their freshman team playing AB High and JV playing Berkeley. The next game is the 13th against Tehachapi High School. And the freshman game starts at 4, JV at 5, and varsity at 6:30, and it's home. The Golden Bell rings. Wrestling's next game is on Thursday, the 15th, against Kern Valley, and it's away at 5. And then ROTC exceeded their standards when they got reviewed on December 15th. They met all their standards graded, and they had 45 standards, and 33 were met, and 12 exceeded their expectations, so that was amazing. They had 0 discrepancies, and they are off probation, so that's really good for them. And then cheer has their competition this Saturday at Anaheim, and they're going to CAF this year, so that's pretty good. They haven't gone in a while. And then ASB is planning their winter ball this year, and we're excited to plan it because we haven't done it in a while. So then, and then we're also preparing a carnival-themed Golden Bell Award Day, where everyone just goes outside and like we have a ceremony for it. And we are all excited for this day, and especially the award. Thank you to the board and Mr. Weinstein and everyone else for pushing us to be better and making us receive this award. And we wouldn't have gotten the award without you. And we're going to have a formal ceremony around 9 in the morning, December 23rd, at our high school. It's going to be in the main quad by the senior square. And we would like for you guys to come. It's also open to the public.
What was the date again?
January 23rd. I said December. I'm sorry.
To our West Park site. So we are expecting, we'll be presenting that MOU to the board on the 21st, our next board meeting. Once that is signed by both school districts, that'll allow us to start removing the dirt and importing dirt. And we expect to break ground before the end of the month on doing that. So we're real excited that is actually moving forward. Obviously that was the biggest part of the whole project, and so we're real happy that we finally got that all settled and we have everything done. High Desert Contractors, who was awarded the bid, this week will be presenting us with all their bonding and all their packet that they need to. And once those two things are completed, there's 10 days to break ground and get everything underway. So we're real excited about that.
So we're looking at a finishing date of...
It's 120 days. So we probably will be done before that, but they have up to 120 days. So we'll be finishing right at the end of the semester. Then I'm not sure the timing of the sod installation. But once the sod is installed, there'll be a certain period of time that we'll have to keep off of it. But there is a track, so the track will probably be open.
Awesome. Any comments for the public?
It's just awesome to hear about all the programs. Welcome aboard. Glad to have a representative from TMS. Hopefully you can keep you around. Acclimate yourself to the family. Yeah,
Don't get too
and don't follow Amanda's.
Yeah, please don't. Even one time.
Other than that.
Mr. Otis?
Welcome. I'm glad everybody's here. We're busy, as always. Thank you to our new student from Tropical. Nice to have you here. And like I said, don't hang out hey, John, where's your, the skipper's not here. He's not out with Gilligan, but I don't know, so I'm worried. But, Mr. G, I was just having a trouble to drop my daughter for basketball, and I met the head of your after-school program, very impressed, and two of the young men. Another thing I didn't know is that you and Mr. Adams, I guess apparently 1 week he stays and then the other week you stay?
Daily.
Daily,
I stay one
okay.
day.
Wow, that's amazing, so thank you for that. I did not know that either, so that was, I know that's important, and I think too, being upfront and the kids see you, and that's, you're not just somebody that does this, you're out there in the public, if you will, so thank you for that. And, like I said, welcome back, and just a little, we're doing soccer. In fact, I saw Miss Harvey sent her boys there this past Saturday. We had 5 teams that went to playoffs for AYSO, and 4 of them made it, so we're on to Saturday, and then Sunday, we start All-Stars. So, what we do is, if we win Saturday, we'll go to Bakersfield. Prior to that, in the 21 years, we've had 2 teams go to Bakersfield. This year we have maybe a possibility of all 3, we have 4, but 3 teams going to Bakersfield. So that'll be pretty amazing. And so thank you for that. And that's it.
Thank you, Mr. Gutierrez.
Mine was really good. I got to have all my grandkids around, so that was awesome. We went, I didn't get a chance to tell everybody that we went to our conference during our December, and picked up a lot of neat stuff. And I have a packet for Debbie Keys. I need to give that to you. So we just had a lot of good classes to go to, and then of course the highlight was to go to the Golden Bell Award and watch our school get the great award. So other than that, thank you.
Well, welcome back, everyone. Hope everyone had a good holiday. Welcome back, Mario, from successful surgery. Glad everyone's back. Congratulations to the ROTC on their awesome inspection, and thank you, Mr. Holmes, for showing me around the other day. Gave me a nice tour of the Alt-Ed, and that was nice. Everything is going swimmingly over there, and thanks for attending, Gwen, and your parents here. Well, thank you for bringing her and sitting around through this. We appreciate it, and that's all I have.
I forgot to congratulate you on the assignment here. I think you'll find as part of the governing team, it's a little different. So I'm glad to get to see this assignment.
Election, there was language in there that limited school districts from having a cap over the 3%, which caused a lot of concern within the financial system, school systems, especially in Kern County. They were lobbying very hard to not have that language within that rainy day proposition. So we are encouraging the governor to reconsider that language, modify it in the next few months. We just don't feel that it's fiscally responsible to require a school district to keep their caps below those levels. We need to have healthier reserves to overcome the uncertainties that we all face and to do the projects that we need. So by adopting this resolution, we would just be showing support for removing that language from that proposition too. The overall structure of Prop 2, the rainy day fund, would still remain. It's just small language in there that really shouldn't have been in there in the first place, and we're kind of surprised that it actually ended up there. It would be very challenging for a school, for this condition to actually occur, but to have that language in place, we would just assume have it removed so it never does occur. So we would just be showing support by adopting this resolution.
I would make a motion that we adopt the resolution.
Now this year, you actually have two audits. How exciting. We'll talk about the big one first. That's the regular annual audit of the district. School districts are required by Ed Code to have this annual financial and compliance audit. And not only are we looking at the financial statements and giving an opinion on those, but we're also testing your compliance with federal and state laws and regulations. And I'm very happy to say that not only are the financial statements fairly presented, you were in compliance with all of the federal and state laws and regulations we had to test. We have no actual audit findings to report this year. Now, that's not to say we're perfect. We do have some minor items in the back, what we call the management letter. Areas that still need to have a little bit of work done, but overall, it was a very, very good audit. And we were kind of excited because we got to participate in the Halloween contest, and that was so fun. And I think that next year we're going to schedule the audit so that we can be part of that again. So, do we have any questions on the regular district audit? Okay, now the little one, this one is on the bonds. The bonds from 2008, Measure H. We had a new series that was just issued recently, and we actually had expenditures. And so because of that, we needed to do the financial and performance audit on those bond expenditures. And so what we do is we look in a lot more detail at the expenditures in the building fund, making sure that everything is posted properly and spent in accordance with the approved projects that the voters approved when that bond was voted on in 2008. And we had no exceptions with our testing on the bond audit. Everything was in compliance and in accordance with the ballot measure.
So to phrase this in a Halloween type atmosphere, there was a lot of treats and no tricks, which is a good thing.
Yes, it was. That was really fun. That was really fun.
We just did an election of bonds, and when an election of bonds is done, we haven't done the expenditures yet of those bonds, but we are approved to actually sell those bonds. Well, one of the things that we do is whenever we have bonds out there or money in a bond form that we are using, there has to be an oversight committee. And so what we are asking the board to do is to resolution of appointing an oversight committee. We have an existing oversight committee that the bond audit will actually go to and go to a committee and actually review, but we are looking for a new oversight committee because we're going to be doing this major construction and everything, and for the actual new approved bonds for the RES construction. So we asking for resolution to, excuse me, to approve an oversight committee as well as give us authority to appoint people to that committee as in the resolution.
Would you be in charge of the oversight committee? Would you be the chair or?
No, I would not be the chair. It would be a third-party type person. Would be nobody. I would sit on the committee as I sit as a guest of the board. My team would actually be with the committee as a guest, reporting to them. The actually bond audit itself that would be done once we start having expenditures. That bond audit would be given to the oversight committee for review. Bond audit's also posted on our website. The chair of the committee will be Mr. Lansgard.
And how many people do you foresee on the committee?
7. And there are representatives from certain groups. So we will have we'll have everything from parents of students. We'll have people from the senior citizen group. We will have from a tax group, business owners in the community. So each section of the community is represented on the oversight committee. Because it is the community who has approved these bonds. It is the community that will be repaying those bonds through their taxes. So it is a representative of the actual committee, community that's on the committee.
So by appointment, does it mean they're going to be just already picked out and basically told that they're going to be on it, or are we accepting applications for it? Or?
We have already accepted applications for it, but we wanted people with certain base people with experience who have been on the bonds. Dr. Shearer is another person that's going to be on the committee. He obviously our ex-superintendent who can actually oversee those type of things. The only group that it seems that we're having, we actually contacted the county tax assessor, is the tax group. And he will be helping us find a representative from a local tax group to be on the committee. So that was the tough one. But we are getting applications for parents of students, and we're also getting applications from business owners and so